wire to wire, as his heart will always aspire to embrace positivity and through the internal essence inspired you. An athlete that inspired you.
Won 2 NCAA.
But this goddamn Gable was at the center point of my love and my passion, because I wanted to be the best at something that, I've read about this guy who's now become my hero. And in the entire Olympics, beat them all. And just a huge testimony to him in the entire Olympics. We don't even know whether we've got tomorrow or we've got 20 years. Nobody knows.
I'm a big fan of LeBron James, but I don't think he had that same fear that Mike put in.
Greatness transcends any era, right? Would you agree with that?
I agree, but you also got to put in perspective, too, how basketball.
But sometimes when you have people to vote for, that doesn't help either, because you get to groom the politician to do anything that they want. Like, what we forget, have people above them. They're not in charge of our country. And I don't care if it's a Donald Trump or...
trying to come up with something on their own.
It's hard, especially when you're hungry and you're trying. It's very, very hard.
Well, wait, do you have to wait 2 minutes for popcorn?
I'll write like third act, 1.5.
And this is no disrespect, but I got to feel that they're all puppets in a way.
Well, I agree with you, because look...
An assignment was to write up something about that day when I visited them. And some of the students had never completed a single assignment since they'd been in the school. And those kids turned in this assignment, and the principal was so blown away.
Yeah.
She goes, I don't know, your brother is something else. Made a difference to some of these.
You know what I love about that? Is there right now a scare when it comes to, and again, Jeremy could jump in, Brutus, Brittany, is there a scare when it comes to entertainment, education of all forms being canceled without being dissected first? Out of office as well. And then, of course, LBJ gets the memo. We knew
Canada, what was your experience?
Just judge somebody by the way they look or the way they talk or the way they walk. You have to judge by what's in their hearts.
and these gentlemen work relentlessly to give people like us a voice. And that's what the
stuff was going on while we were growing up. We were right in the middle of it, at least our family in space. Star Trek was diversity in space.
Compassion and empathy.
Because my gloom and doom.
Read it correctly. But I do have a...
Come then discovering the Calvin Murphys and the Charlie Chris, you know, seeing those actually on that type of stage and that type of setting, it really started to, you know, doing a lot of things in my brain.
That's great.
This is the awesome show. Thank you for having me, including me.